Oh, oh, okay. We live, baby. Whoa, hold up. We gonna get this right. We gonna get this right. Okay. I'm so extra. When I tell y'all what I'm drinking, when I tell y'all what I'm drinking, I'm gonna wait though, cause I already know somebody gonna come for me. They gonna come for me. But before they do, I'm gonna let the beat build. We gonna let the beat build before I start getting into these questions. I have about. This isn't gonna be a long live because it's already past 9. Hey, Lorena. Hey, girl. Um, this live is not gonna be too long. I told myself I'm gonna try to go live like at least 3 days this week. So I made that. Woo. And hopefully more, maybe 4. But I did mention last night I wanted to do like a little Q&A. So I did gather some questions from Instagram. That my daddy. I wish. Just me here alone. I did gather some questions from Instagram this morning. I forgot until like last minute to ask the questions. So if I wake up and immediately like post anything on Instagram, I usually get like good feedback throughout the day. I forgot until last minute. So yes, but I did get a couple questions from IG. I also asked a couple women at my job what they would ask. And some of them just like after finding out like my journey or my story, indigestion, they had a bunch of questions to ask me anyway. So, hey, I know it's been a while, right? It's been a while. The years have yeared. Life has lifed, and we're both still here. So blessings, right? Um, Again, I do want to let you guys know I am getting over being sick if I look like it. I'm still a little puffy. I need to get cardio in for like 2, 3 more days before I probably feel back to normal. But I'm here. And it's good. I always want to say same to you, but you know, I can't really see you. I can see your picture. But I'm so grateful to be here. Y'all. So grateful, honestly. So without further ado, let's hop into these questions. I do have a couple of them written down, but they're my bag, so I might have to go get them. But from the ones that I immediately remember, which were mostly from the questions at my job, Q&A, and these were some good questions for a lot of the women at my job who are like at least my age or older than me, right? And obviously, I haven't experienced being older than I am to know exactly what going through menopause is like, and you know, certain things that we do experience as women with our hormones as we get older. But I can tell you right now, from starting my journey at 20 ish, 21 to now being 30, my body has changed. I can't even, I can't even. My body has changed so much. My hormones have changed. I've experienced like real life stress that I didn't know that my body could handle, which again, I'm still here, so I guess it handled. But in order to handle it, it handled me, right? And a lot of that ended up with me either having weird eating patterns, cravings, from my hormones being out of whack or whatever. And I want to make one thing clear, this wasn't the question, but when you hear the term or the phrase like balance your hormones, that's not like medically correct, right? Um, if you go to a doctor, unless they're like a homeopathic type of naturopathic doctor, they're not going to really make that seem like a possible thing. They're going to tell you the healthy things to do. They're probably going to recommend a prescription for you to get on right now. There's so many natural things that you can do to bring your hormones back to healthier levels, right? But there's not really a go take some blood tests and your hormones are balanced, right? There's just different levels to um now with that being said, I again, I'm not going to talk about it because we'll be here literally all night. This will be for a different live, and I'll probably make this the entire topic of the live. But right now, I'm going through a. I don't want to make y'all sad, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm going through something right now that has my hormones absolutely. Haven't experienced this one before. Okay. Um, I'm okay, right? It's not like I'm not having a medical emergency, but um I do have probably a good like 2 more weeks or maybe even a month before my hormones are back in a normal range, hopefully, right? So with that being said, I have thrown myself absolutely into, I'm not going to say a carb binge, right? But a lot of the time, as women, when our hormones are off, we crave those sugary things. We crave those quick carbs. Me coming back from being sick a couple of days ago and my body trying to heal, all I wanted was like crackers and peanut butter. That's never me. I don't eat crackers, period, right? But there was one day where literally all I ate was like club crackers and peanut butter, like all day, at a dangerous amount. So, anyway, um, hormones was one of the big questions that I was getting from the women at my work, um, because they do play such a huge part in not only the physical um ability of us losing weight, how but um sorry, I'm a little tired, but the actual like psychology and the mental piece that goes into losing weight, right? Having the motivation and the drive and the like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. That will only take you so far when your body is like really fighting you like that. Let me see, my eyesight is so bad. Your girl needs some contacts or glasses. So good to see you. Been subbed for years. Your journey inspired me to start my own. So thank you for always being so transparent and honest about everything. I always will. I got you. I always will. And I promise, like, you guys seeing me here, and this really does, like, I'm getting all of the welcome backs, and I'm so happy to see you. And I'm so happy to see you guys too. And to know that so many of you have been rocking with me since like literally day one, here on day one. How long has it been since I said that? Um, Means the world to me. It literally like gives me chills in moments. So thank you guys. Um, so hormones was a question. How can I balance them in a healthy way? Or like I said, we'll steer away from the balancing, right? How can I bring my hormones to a healthy range? Detoxing is a big one, right? Because when our cortical, what? When our hormones, especially cortisol, our stress hormone is high, it is telling our bodies, hold on to everything that you can, because we're going through a war right now. You know, they give you the analogy of like when your stress hormones are high, our bodies think that we're like being chased by a lion, by a bear, whatever. But really we're just going through like stress of our generation, right? Like jobs, finances, um, societal beauty standards, all of the things that we have to face on the daily, right? Um, but our bodies don't know the difference. So with whatever stress we are taking on, it is very important that we do consistently detox. And when I say that, y'all, I'm not talking about running to buy some pills. I'm not talking about like expensive, like in store detoxes. You can do little things every day that keep your body running better, that keep your hormones in healthier ranges. Um, like, I'm so extra for this glass right now, but this is lemon water. Y'all, this is lemon water and like maybe a tablespoon of vinegar, apple cider vinegar with the mother. I drink this before I go to bed. And I only put a very little bit of vinegar in it because it does help to stabilize your blood sugar overnight. And I've been liking to eat like, okay, so here's my little recipe, right? When I come home from work, and I probably shouldn't do it, but I've been doing it, and I work out at like 4:30 a.m. anyway, so I feel like it's low key like a little bit of my fuel. But I'll take like a piece of keto bread. I will put hmm, I will put I'll toast it, put butter on it, cinnamon, and monk fruit sweetener, and it's very much giving like a Auntie Anne pretzel, right? But like carbs ain't there. Anyway, so with your um cortisol, right, stress hormone, not being chased by a bear, all of the things that I just said, and detoxing, drinking lemon water throughout the day, drinking green tea throughout the day. If you are diabetic or you have certain health conditions, you got to be careful about taking in like high amounts of caffeine. Otherwise, what is another one? Some other natural detoxes. This is one that not a lot of people talk about, at least on a consistent basis. But what is it called? Drinking aloe vera juice. Like Trader Joe's sells the best. Like I want to say it's like $10 or $11, maybe 12. But for a full gallon of this aloe juice, and you can literally drink it how it is. It don't taste the best. If you mix maybe like what they call them, like one of those. I don't really like these because they're not very natural, right? But the little like rip and pour like drink 0 calorie drink, those things, right? If you mix it with that, or you just put some fruit in it, some lemon, and you can stomach it that way. So good for your digestion. So good for what is it, regulating your gut bacteria, and that's big when your hormones are out of whack as well. So I know I spent like first 10 minutes on that question, but yeah. um Another, what was the other question? This is probably the number one question that I get in my life when it comes to my weight loss journey. How did I stay motivated to lose 200 pounds? I did not. I, hands up to the sky, did not. At this point, I'm just gonna have to be one of those people that say like, God did, because he did. I ain't do that on my own. Like, there's no way. Um, I'll take the physical. I did it physically, but not without God. Cause these days, child, mm, just grateful. That's it. But things that, like, little things that I did put in place to help me stay consistent, right? We're not looking at consistent motivation. We're just looking at consistency in a routine and what we're doing every day. I did little things like make sure that I put my gym clothes out the night before. Um, I was never really a big meal prepper, right? I was always kind of like, what do I want right now? And then I make it. I always kept like healthier choices around me, yes. Um, I was a person that was very cold turkey with a lot of things. I stopped eating red meat. If you know my story, you very much know that by now. And I haven't ate it on purpose in like 10 years. Um, I did eat it not knowing that's what it was, and I really paid for it. I was actually pranked. It was not funny. I cried. It hurt really bad. But that was one big thing that I did because it takes our bodies so long to digest red meat. I'm not gonna tell anybody who loves their steak not to eat it. But when I tell you, your girl lost 30 pounds in 30 days by not eating red meat, it will change your life if you eat it regularly and then you stop, right? Um, what else to stay motivated? I wear cute gym clothes. I think that was a big one. Always feeling like I won't say always feeling confident because a big part of me never fully felt confident, right? But I thought like maybe if I dress cute, maybe if the outfit is cohesive, maybe if I look well put together, somebody will think I'm cute and then I'll feel cute. And a lot of the time people did compliment me. And I wasn't out in the world looking for that, but I just I wanted to feel good about myself when I never felt good about myself. So, that was definitely that was one thing. Like I've always been a thrifter. And for some reason I always felt validated. Um, or a sense of validation being in a thrift store telling myself like, girl, you getting workout clothes, get as much as you want because you about to sweat all these clothes out. We about to be back up in here in a couple months. It's all good. And I still do. Right? But we'll talk more about that later. We got plans, right? Um Otherwise, I'm kind of thinking on some things that I did back then, but now I still do the lay my clothes out the night before because I pinky promise you. And when I say clothes, put your shoes there too. Wherever you put your shoes on, like right by the door, walking out the house, whatever. Once my shoes are on, baby, we going to the gym. Like, unless like a catastrophe happens, if my shoes are on, we're going to the gym. Like, I could have all of my gym gear on and be in a thong, but I promise you, if my sneakers is on, we out that door. Okay? Right. Um, what else? What else? What else? Are you guys taking notes? Are you taking notes? You should. Um, what else to keep the motivation? I would this is one of them. This is a good one. And this is something that I definitely do now. Um, if you're somebody who takes like pre-workouts or um even if you don't, whatever. After my hardest workout days of the week, I typically work out anywhere from 4 days a week to 6. And I usually just end up taking a rest day. I know I need to. I know I probably should more, but the amount of sitting that I do these days at work, like I try to get up, I try to walk around as much as I can, but the type of work I do right now, I'm kind of like conformed to a desk. Um, it evens out. So I don't feel bad about not taking as much or as many rest days. Um, but what I do, whatever like little treat or sneak, um, or sweet. I don't really eat sweets like I'll give you guys examples one day to know like what my actual eating looks like, because I be thinking I eat crazy sometimes and then I see the way normal people eat and I'm like, oh, we're good. But either way, my body is used to it. So I will have my like whatever little treat, or whatever food that I'm looking forward to eating most that day. I'll save it for right after my workout. Um, and with my schedule being what it is right now, like I said, I work out at like 5 a.m. So knowing me, and knowing the human body, and knowing that the type of workouts that I do, you need to replenish your body within that 2 hour window, preferably that 1 hour window, to be repairing your body from from the damage, from breaking down the muscles, from lifting heavy, from whatever. Um, because for me, working out satiates my appetite completely. Like I'm never really hungry after working out. But because my body has got used to this work schedule, as soon as I get home from the gym, take a shower, I go straight to work. I feel it in that first hour of working. Like my energy just declines, and I'm having my morning energy drink before I work out, right? So I'm not going to go from having that to go to work, then drink coffee or any other caffeine, and then be wired, and then again cortisol, stress hormones straight up. Anyway, I'm rambling. But that's a good motivator. So if you're one of those people that really like your sweets, or you love your carbs, whatever, after you work out is the best time, and the only time, honestly, of your day that you should allow yourself to have those things. And not even every day, honestly. Building discipline around carb intake if you're trying to lose weight. I'm not going to be the person that's like keto, keto, keto to everybody. I do believe it is a very hard diet to be sustainable long term for a lot of people, especially in America. Um, just in this day and age in general, with all of the food around us, right? Everything is a carb. Um, but for the longevity of our bodies, the less carbs I really feel like, the better, right? I don't know if this is proven. Everybody has their opinions, right? But said what I said. Um, moving forward, what else to stay motivated? And then I'm going to move on to the next question. I did have one other one. Um, hitting size goals, right? A lot of people, especially now, everybody is so transparent and open with their fitness journeys online. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but around the time frame when I was sharing my weight loss journey, when it wasn't normal to get online and see people be as transparent as they are, which is great. You know, it's like very inspiring to so many people to be able to get into the gym. Don't I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say it. I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it because y'all know I'm transparent. I am so glad January has come to an end, because the gym, people still lingering. Something about this year is giving a little extra, like, I'm gonna stay, I got this membership. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it for a little bit longer, but y'all gonna start to dwindle, and I'm gonna start getting my parking spots big. It's cool. It's cool, right? But when I tell you that climax of January, I almost yoked a lady out her car. Anyway, so I said, lay out your clothes, eat your carbs immediately after your workout. Um, oh, and I don't know that, I think I mentioned, keeping your blood sugar stabilized. Um, balancing your insulin, huge, huge, huge. If you have even a little bit of extra fat in your stomach, I won't tell you you have insulin resistance because I'm not a doctor, right? But But if you have extra unwanted belly fat, you got extra insulin, baby. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna stop holding this glass because with my personality, somebody gonna think I'm in here drunk, giving advice. And I promise it's just lemon water. But guys, um, next and best question. Next and best, right? Because I always say I'm not gonna be up here long. An hour later. Um, this was a really good question. Ooh, I had to sit and think about it for a while before actually like pulling up a genuine answer. Because it was a little intimate, right? But sexual changes, right? People always like to know about this. What what is sex like after losing a lot of weight? For me, sex was fun either way, right? It I think it only got better. Yes, maybe I got a little bit more confident. Um, but I'm just saying I can be thrown around all different types of places. People can pick me up now. Um, I was never I was never real stank or nothing. Like that's the first thing that comes to mind. And not because of people's sizes, right? If you care, no matter what size you are, if you carry yourself well, if you carry yourself like well groomed and like a clean person, I'm not gonna think you sloppy most of the time, right? Unless you messy, unless you like a messy personality, then I'm gonna question your box just a little bit. But anyway, um, but if you really don't carry yourself well, I'm kind of question, what you got going on down there. But I really be thinking more so, you are what you eat, right? So if your diet consists of like fast food and soda and Gatorade, because for some reason people in their mind think like if they drinking Gatorade all day they healthy. No, baby, you got little crystals going on down there from all that salt. But we won't talk about it, right? But I look at the prettiest people and I see their diet and I'm just like, whoa, what do you taste like? Not that I really want to know. I'm not gonna go licking you or nothing. I'm just saying. Just saying. Hey Summer, how did you lose the weight fast? Um, I gotta say it. Y'all gonna get tired of me. Y'all gonna get tired of this. But I pinky promise it had to be God. It had he was just like shooting hoops like behind me in the background. I wasn't paying him no attention. And then he was like, I'm about to surprise this. Oh, let me not. I'm about to surprise this girl. Right? I'm about to hula hoop. Not hula hoop. I'm about to alley hoop a miracle swish and just did that for me because that was the most focus that I ever had in my life. To be honest, completely 100% no game, like all transparency. That was the hardest that I ever worked physically in my life. And I'd never been that driven ever to accomplish anything ever. And I swear to me, swear, if I had the dedication, the drive, the focus, all of the things that I did and somewhat do along this fitness journey, through my weight loss journey and losing the weight, I would rule the world by now. Honestly, if I put that amount of dedication into everything else that I do and have done in my life, I'd probably be in much different circumstances. But we ain't gonna talk about it because I'm blessed. Feel me? I'm blessed. But to get technical with the answers, like I said, very focused. But how many times a week did I work out? About six. And during that time frame for most of my weight loss journey, um, or most of the beginning. Like when I say that I lost the weight, the 200 pounds in about 15 months, roughly, once I broke it down, I was like, wow, it felt like 10 years to me in that time. But everybody saw me drop it so fast. They're like, girl, what did you do? A lot like people from my hometown was talking about I was on drugs. Let me just be honest, because that's all I do here, right? At that point in my life, I'm like 20, 21 years old. If you told me there was some drugs that I could do to make me lose weight, I would have did them. Just saying. Back then. Not now. And never more. But just saying. But no, drugs had nothing to do with that. Um, I worked out about 6 days a week. Um, Probably sometimes seven. And during that time frame, and I tell a lot of people this now, I would probably do it a little differently if I had to go back. Um, but most of my workouts always consisted of majority cardio. Um, for me at that time, I would say hit. Um, which if you're not familiar with the term is high intensity interval training, basically quick circuits. You're not taking many breaks, you're keeping your heart rate up. um Opposite of LIST, which is low impact steady state cardio, which is like long strides of um long duration times of like, what is it, keeping your heart rate lower but for a longer extended time, right? So like slowly walking up the treadmill for like an hour. That's a good example of this. But I did a lot of hit training, and I just look at it as normal cardio now. But back then, because it didn't take much to get my heart rate up and keep it up because I was so big, most everything I do ended up being hit, right? I told myself going into the journey and literally going into the gym, you just got to sweat for 2 hours. I don't care what you do. If you run up the stairs, throw yourself down, run back up, throw yourself down, but you sweat, do it. Like, there's no rhyme or rhythm or reason to whatever you got to do. Like, just go in there and sweat for 2 hours. And I did every single time. Um, and I came out feeling accomplished. I came out feeling the endorphins from sweating and detoxing my body. I felt absolutely, or I saw visually absolutely no change in my body for months after people who see me every single day are like amazed, like what are you doing? One, I'm turning down all the cupcakes and unnecessary parties y'all have every other day at work. I worked at a daycare um as like a lead teacher for multiple different age groups. So somebody always had a birthday. Somebody always felt the need to bring cake and have parties and all of the things. So that's one of the things I'm not doing with y'all. That's why. But I was again so dedicated. After that workout session, I'm like, the way I feel right now, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to destroy everything I just did for a cupcake. Or I was in that mode, right? Um, but yeah. Um, is cardio workouts good for losing weight fast? Because I hear a lot of people say cardio do help too. Yes, cardio, again, my opinion, right? Just from my experience. Um, Part of the reason that I lost the weight so fast is because I did a lot of cardio. I did not start touching weights for at least 6 months into my journey. And not because I didn't want to or because I was scared or for any other reason, but because the gym that I started working out in, wish I had a photo to insert right now. Um, the gym that I started working out in was my friend's like apartment gym, and it had no weights at all. It literally had, I remember this hoe like it was yesterday. It had one big mirror. I'm sorry, two big mirrors, two treadmills, a bike, an elliptical, and a big stability ball, all lined up beside each other. And then it had one of those machines that has all of the like the pulleys on one side, or the cables. I say the pulleys. A little connected bench, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, and a water machine. That was literally all. So there was no free weights, there was no dumbbells even. So that wasn't an option. I guess I got the little bit of like weight from using the cable machines sometimes, but I didn't really know how to use them. So I probably looked retarded if I tried. Um, but again, I was just experimenting, and I'm grateful for that time. I really am. And the fact that I was typically the only person in that gym every single time I went, no matter if I went at 11 a.m. or 9 p.m. or even 5 p.m. when people are, y'all know what gyms look like at 5 p.m. Even the gyms that nobody go to, still at 5 p.m. they look crazy. Um, so, um, but to yes, I'm sorry I get so off track. Cardio, I still go back to saying cardio is like if you want to lose weight fast, yes. Do I recommend that you try to lose weight fast? Back then, I didn't know what I know now. So, of course, I wanted to lose weight fast. What? I wanted to lose weight faster than I did. But now, and speaking with my best friend who's currently on a my best friend, my best friend, who's currently on a weight loss journey themselves, we're sitting down talking about it, and like that comes up, like what is the quickest way that I can lose weight? And I was telling her like you don't you don't want that to be, if you want to make this a lifetime sustainable thing, if you want to lose weight and make it your lifestyle, don't worry about losing it fast. Don't try your hardest like, okay, I know summer is coming, let me rush this, because one of two things are going to happen. But not Sophia. Who's a Sophia? Oh God. Oh God. Here we go. Man, we're not about to do this. I'm about to block all of y'all. Cause I no, we're not. I need a moderator. Is anybody willing to moderate for me? Because as we start doing more of these lives, I'm gonna need a moderator, please and thank you. Um, but I'm not gonna, let me turn off. Let me see. Let me know. What's it called? Is there a way to turn off the comments, you guys? Um, all right, so typically once all of the spam comments start coming in, y'all, this is when I start ending the live. I'm gonna finish what I was saying with about cardio, but then we're gonna cap it for the night. Um, and I'll come back and do like a part two, because my normal cap is like 40 minutes anyway. Um, oh, how did I don't I know y'all are probably still seeing the comments, but I got them turned off on my side, so that's what's up. I'm not seeing them no more. Um, but with cardio, And what I was saying, the longevity of you long term means everything. So while you're trying to lose weight, don't make the end goal. I mean, obviously, the goal is weight loss, but don't try to rush it, right? Because, again, one of two things are going to happen. You rush it, you get to where you want. It's going to take a lot of either crash dieting, a lot of eating at such a deficit that once you get to where you want to be and you eat 1 calorie over, boom, how did you just gain 20 pounds? Right? That's how it's going to feel. And you throw your body into such, I won't say shock, but you put your body into a space of like, you don't have any wiggle room to mess up. And the second you start eating like a normal person again, you're gonna slowly or quickly start gaining that weight back. So I never understood back in the day when people talked about like a huge percentage, like 70-80% of people that lose a large amount of weight gain it back or gain it back and more. I was like, yeah, well, not me. I was like, no, we're not doing that. That must be a discipline thing. And I have that. So, yeah, that's how I felt back then. But now that I understand like the physiology and like even the psychology that goes into it, I can definitely see how that happens to people. So not me being nosy, chill some. Um, but yeah, last thing me gonna say, swats. Last thing, I really want to stress sustainability in your journey, whether you're on it now, whether you haven't started yet, whether you feel inspired to do so now. Um, make that be make that be a big part of your journey, being able to carry it out long term. You don't, not to say, you got to be trying to lose weight all your life, right? We know what happens. We hear what happens when people try to diet their whole life. They end up like bigger than the person that never dieted. But still giving yourself room to have the things that you enjoy in moderation. Still allowing yourself to enjoy life, not looking at foods like this is bad or that is bad. Yes, processed foods is not good, and I'm not going to say that, right? But we are also human, and there's something that goes on in the human brain. When we want an Oreo and we don't give it to ourselves for 15 years, we're going to eat 2,604 Oreos one day, right? It's just the way we work as humans. So, um, you want the Oreo? Eat the Oreo. But baby, before you eat the Oreo, eat a salad. Right? And that actually brings me to a quick hack that I want to give you guys. And you can actually carry this out in your lifetime starting tomorrow. Um, this is, I don't really have a title or a name for it, but on the days that, if you are on your fitness journey, right? And you want to have a cheat day, you want to have a cheat meal, or a holiday gathering is coming up, right? And there's going to be food there. Um, do this before you have your cheat meals, before you have the dessert, before you have the birthday cake. Have a salad. But listen, on that salad, make that salad out of mixed greens, um, or what is it? Power greens. It's like 7 different types of leafy, whatever, right? Mixed green salad. Put some tomato, like sliced tomato, not the little, what are they called? Grape tomatoes, not those. Sliced fresh tomato, cucumber. Um, the cucumber is optional. I would say yes though, because it's very hearty without and very hearty and hydrating. And then don't use dressing, right? Use olive oil and apple cider vinegar. Olive oil and apple cider vinegar. You can use a little bit of salt and pepper. This is not going to be the best tasting salad to a lot of people. I've grown to love this combination with my heart. I I will eat that. I will crave that salad. But I know for a lot of people, they're like, "What? There's nothing else I can I add ranch and nothing?" No, I'm telling you this recipe as it is for a reason. You can also add lemon, right, to flavor it a little bit, lemon or lime. But the combination of the greens, um, or before, even before the greens, right? The olive oil, and this is 100% Evo, right? 100% virgin olive, extra virgin olive oil, nothing that's mixed with canola, nothing that is mixed with vegetable oil of any kind, nor soy, right? I'll um I'll teach you guys about the non-inflammatory, like best type of oils to use and to cook with in a different video or in a video, whatever. But having the oil from the olive oil and the acid from the apple cider vinegar and or lime or lemon, fusing those together is going to help to again stabilize your blood sugar. So imagine you wake up, or not even, you about to tell yourself you're gonna fast half of the day, right? Because you know you about to eat crazy later, whatever you're gonna eat. Have that salad before you eat whatever you're gonna eat. It is going to lessen the blow, right? If you're looking at it like this, is almost, I know this is wild to compare it to, but it's low-key giving a bulletproof vest, right? For your blood sugar. Like having that before whatever you're about to eat, having that before the cake, before the carbs, is going to, one, help you digest whatever you're going to take in after that, so you can expel what your body doesn't need, which is going to be most of it. Whereas if you don't have that first, your body is going to hold on to everything. If it doesn't, you're most likely going to inflame your bowels and your intestinal lining with everything that you're eating, right? I don't even know where this is coming from right now, but I just feel like it's right, right? I just feel like it's right. And I'm not saying this like out my ass, right? I do know this stuff is true, but like where does it come from? When I start talking about it, it just comes. Thank you. Thank you. Um shoo. Um okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Somebody told me that, I'm trying to see where the comment was. Somebody told me that there was a way to put the lives on subscriber only. But like I said, I'm trying to find a moderator so that not so it doesn't only have to be subscribers, but because I want to be able to reach people, of course, but at the same time, like whatever these troll bot things, I don't know what's going on in the comments, y'all. But um yes, I gotta figure out how to do it. Um don't, not mod hunters. I wonder I'm obviously going to, thank you. You're so welcome, babe. Um, I'm obviously going to like talk to someone more and notice that they're consistently in the videos before I make someone a moderator. Because if I don't know you, like, to know, like, or not know you, but you know, if you're not consistent in my videos, like, why, right? Um, but otherwise, we've been up here for longer than I thought we were going to. It's officially about to be my bedtime because y'all, it is. Um, I got the gym in the morning and work and all the things. Tomorrow's Friday though. Yay. So I'm gonna do a part 2 on this video. Um, and I'll be up here on live maybe tomorrow. We'll see, we'll see. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.